Welcome to a game called Peaky Blinders Mastermind. Now, I'm not super familiar with I guess it's a series, but I'm not real familiar with Peaky Blinders. I just know it's a thing that exists in another form of media. But somebody apparently wanted to make a game stemming from that. Hopefully I'm not gonna get in any copyright trouble for the music that's playing right now. Let me real quick get into a mission here to possibly, like, prevent that from being a further issue. I think I'm gonna go with mission 2. There's a reason for that. Mission 1 kicks you off at the beginning of the story, and I guess just because of the series from which it's derived and the story behind that and the characters there's some foul language involved. Like, yeah, just early on they really get that out of the way. And I think mostly because of that language and some other things that maybe eventually happen throughout the game, this game is rated M. So I definitely would not recommend this for younger audiences. I don't know. This is one where I would maybe leave it up to parental discretion about their teenager as to whether or not you think the language and the other things would be problematic. Actually, let me check out the card for it just to see what the reasons are. Let's see here. Blood, drug reference, strong language, and violence. Yeah, I haven't gotten far enough in the game to see just how bad the violence and blood get. Drug reference is definitely there. Strong language I've definitely seen. But yeah. It's quite possibly even worse than I realize that it is in terms of, family friendliness. So, on the whole, I like the idea of the gameplay. I don't so much like the context that it's in. And I'm not. There are certain things about the execution of the gameplay I'm not the biggest fan of either. But maybe I'll get to that later. But generally, you're going about a particular area trying to solve some puzzles, some of which require multiple characters to be doing things at the same time, or at least in very close time proximity to each other. So, with it being only a one-player game, though, the way it goes about that, essentially, one-way doors, yeah, certain doors can only be opened from one direction. Yeah. So, what happens with this is that you will utilize different characters at different times to, perform the necessary tasks. No, not trying to... Sorry, I need to switch... Okay, hang on. I need to remember the controls here. How do I switch characters? There we go. So yeah, at times you'll need to switch between the characters that you have and get them to do different things. And they each kind of have different abilities as well. Tommy here can talk with certain folks and be kind of convincing. And get them to do certain things like what I just did there. And that's when after you've done that, you literally go back, rewind time, and then proceed to take control of a different character while all that's going on. So, like, I had the guy that Tommy convinced to hold the door, do his thing, and then the others were able to go through as I took control of them. Ada has an ability to distract guards and whatnot. Walk through vision cones without being detected and can distract guards, causing their vision cone to shrink. So then, for a while here, I'm gonna have Ada talk with this guy. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada. Although, maybe I should backtrack a bit more than that. Is there anything over here that I might want to pick up? No. Okay. Ada has distracted the guard. Tommy can now get through. Whereas otherwise he would be spotted and, like, I would kind of sort of fail the mission. Okay, it does give you little indicators on the screen as to the various missions that you're trying to accomplish in a given level. So that's pretty helpful. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. We'll resume from there. Yeah, so basically, it comes in the form of various, like if you see the little kind of diamond-shaped thing, currently with the orange color, that's orange because it's Tommy's objective. If I switch to Ada, it'll switch to blue to show you her objectives. So I think I need to have Tommy talk with this person. Yeah, this person here. Oh, Finn, right. Da, da, da. So then, Finn opens the door there. Now these two characters can get through. I can have Ada talk with somebody here. Just trying to complete her quest thing. They're trying to get information on, like some supplies that they had. I think specifically it was some kind of alcohol that was stolen, presumably by, like, a rival family. Blah. Okay, so that's all done. Oh, yeah, but you only have a certain amount of time to complete these objectives. Alright, switching to Tommy. He needs to look around inside the lockup here. Pushing and pulling. Approach a movable object and hold A. Right. What? Okay. I just unintentionally passed by some sort of letter or information of some sort, and yeah. Oh yeah, there's also collectibles in each level that I guess if you're trying to go completionist, like you want to complete the mission within a certain amount of clocked time and get all those collectibles. And when you perform actions, they're shown in the timeline at the bottom. You can use the bumpers to skip between actions, basically. Wonder what Ada's discovered. Okay, well, it seems Tommy has successfully looked around in the lockup. I gotta go meet with Finn. Hello, Finn. Found something. Okay. So he's gonna go through there. Got Tommy through the door. Need to get Ada through the door here. Follow Finn to the Gilroy's van. Okay. Let's get Tommy in there as well. Maybe. More guards around than before. Which is why we need Ada. Okay. So Ada's gonna go around here, distract this guy. Finn goes through. Blah, blah, blah. Go back to that event. Play as Tommy. Tommy also gets through. And now they're upstairs. Alrighty. Tell you what. Let's go back to that event. But play as Ada to get her up there a bit quicker. Okay. Now Ada's up here along with the others. Distraction. I'm gonna give it a little while just to be sure. Because there might be some stuff to look at. Although I suppose if I needed to look at that stuff over there, I could have done that as Ada instead of Tommy. Okay, back a little bit. Back to playing as Ada. See, I don't think there's anything over here that's worth... No. Okay. Yeah. The gameplay can get a bit repetitive. I like the idea of it, but I'm not entirely sure I like all the execution and like the way that it's carried out. Okay, so I need to talk to this guy. How am I supposed to... Oh, duh. Rewind that. Okay, but hold up. I need this guy to open the door here is what I need. Go back to Tommy. Rewind to that. Okay. So I got him through. He needs to pull this lever here. And then, after holding that for a bit, I'll go back. No, sorry. Go back to that. Play as Ada to get her through. Okay. But now how do I get Tommy through? Oh, I guess he has somewhere else to go. Alright. I'm gonna just keep going with Ada over here then, for now. So she goes down that way. If Ada distracts his guard, I'll crawl through the crack in the wall. Okay, he got some sort of something or other. Alrighty. And then perhaps while a bunch of that's going on, I'm going to switch back to playing as Tommy, have him go down the stairs here. Oh, he cannot go through that door. Alrighty. Well then, back to Ada, who can open the door. Maybe I shouldn't have done that yet. I don't know. And I think that was all I needed to do for that mission. Yeah, because Tommy caused the fire there. Anyway. And there are some other people noticing the rivalry and the destruction that it's bringing. And they're, you know, concerned about getting it under control. Peaky Blinders story stuff that honestly, like, I don't care that much about. Anywho. So that about wraps it up. Gameplay-wise for this, in terms of my thoughts, again, I like the idea of, you know, the time manipulation and having other characters do things, but, like, it can get a bit repetitive, having to go back and forth between them at, like, I guess it's the kind of thing where even just at a baseline, it's not the easiest type of puzzle to solve, because you have to be thinking about multiple moving pieces at once. And in order to be really good at this, like, you have to be just chess master level of brain power here. But yeah, and then, again, the context that it's within and the story that's there, I mean, I'm not real invested in that. Some people might be, and would possibly like this more because of that. But also not exactly very family friendly, in part because of that context. On the whole, I don't know. I think it's just kind of eh. It has, I feel like, maybe equal positives and negatives, in my opinion. So, honestly, I'm gonna rate this kind of middle of the road, like a 5 out of 10, if anything. And once again, not family friendly. Do not have kids play this. Like, maybe older teens. Especially if they've gone to other situations where they would have encountered some of the language that's already in this game. But I digress. So yeah, I got it for free, so of course I'm inclined to at least give it a try, but I don't think I would have paid for this, to be honest. It's not something that I enjoy enough to say, oh yeah, it's totally worth it. Anyway, messed up my own words there. Yeah, that's really all the more I have to say about it. Again, would like to see some idea similar to this, maybe in a different context, and maybe some slightly different execution of it. But yeah, that's all I've got on Peaky Blinders Mastermind for you. Alright, so that about wraps up my review of Peaky Blinders Mastermind. Yeah, apparently, in order to download it, or, you know, buy it to own it or whatever, at least as of this, you know, video release, it's $25 on the Microsoft Game Store. I mean, I haven't played through the whole game, so it's still, based on the number of missions that I saw, seems like there's not a ton there for the price that you pay. Maybe that's partially because of, you know, attachment to a well-known series, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I very much would shy away from buying the game at that price. Also, as mentioned before, rated M, definitely not for kids. Debatably for, like, older teens, it might be okay. But very strong language is used early on. And there is the other stuff attached to the ESRB rating. So, maybe not even then. So, anyway, yeah. As always, like and share if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell to get updates when I post new videos. Look down in the description to get info on other social media pages and all that good stuff. And leave comments down below there with any thoughts you have. Ideas for other game reviews. Games you want me to do a full playthrough of. Any other video ideas you have for me. Whatever it is, let me know down below. So that's it for now. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you for the next video. But until then, stay cool, people.